What's up, guys? Time to show off the first of kind of a new little line I'll be working on. Doing like a racing series, but I started it off with some of the golf sponsored style racing line. So this first one's going to be a little more fancy than probably, I don't want to say all of them, but the part of it that's fancier than most of them isn't necessarily, something that puts it way out ahead, but I'll get to that point. So this is, we need to wind it a little bit. I've had it sitting there and I've been waiting on this box to come in before I did pictures and video, so it's been sitting here. So we'll get it going. So custom screen printed dial that's backside loomed with a matching style insert, resin filled, which we need to put back over. So matching color style resin insert. You hit it with a little bit of canned air there. Did a set of white PloProf hands with a long orange lollipop second hand. Brushed case, brushed crown, low profile exhibition case back. Then what makes this one a little bit fancier is this has one of my 3 remaining gilded 2415 movements in there. So probably all the rest will just be your standard silver, but happen to have a couple gilded and was waiting on some donor watches to come in, and just thought, well, might as well make the first one extra cool. And then custom hand-painted Italian leather golf-themed strap from my buddy Constantine. So hand-painted in this blue and orange, laser engraved, and then white stitched. The matching pre-V buckle to the case. So hopefully you like it. So that is the build. Bezel on this will turn left. It'll turn right. Oh yeah, it's a small coin. Small coin bezel. It'll go left, it'll go right. These are not click style bezels. It just has the hour indicators on it. And then for the loom reference on it, automatic mechanical. You saw you've got a 2415 back there with a little signed rotor. As you're moving, it will keep wound. Side note, just because I'm touching this as I move around, super pliable, super soft strap. You will love this strap. It is, I don't know, it's pretty amazing. You'll know once you get it. Automatic mechanical. You can wind it where it put it in a watch winder, but if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it just a little bit. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. You will know you're in a good spot because it's off that crown tube, and you'll hear it and feel it clicking. At that point, you can wind. And a wind is a turn that way, clockwise, as you're looking at it from the side. Turning it towards you does not wind it, but it is a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and go back and forth. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, that mixed with your rotor movement will keep your time throughout the day. If you do it for another 4 or 5 seconds, you're going to max out your 31-hour plus power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. It has a slipping mainspring, so once it has the input needed, it will just deflect and not put any additional pressure in there. When you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the one and only click. You can now set your time. It does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. And you'll also notice you've got a wobble crown. This deflects lateral pressure from one end of the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressures on or anything. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 4:48 p.m.
4:48 We're getting this video in before it gets too dark out. When you're good, you're going to push it over, get it out of that time setting, then wind it down. And that is the build. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. This one's going to come in one of my golf slider boxes. So we lasered that. We did a burn style box, lacquered it, little BVW on the side there. And I happen to have one of these pillows left, and I thought that's going to go nicely with that. So you're going to get that pillow as well. This build will come with watch cleaner. This is a foamer. It's good on all glass and metal parts. So everything here in the center, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. You also get leather conditioner, so keep that strap perfectly soft. If you ever feel that it's not, apply a little bit using a rag or something other than one of your microfibers that I've included, and let it soak in, remove any excess. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's like Polywatch. It's for your acrylic glass because you can scratch that domed glass, but if you do, no big deal. Put a tiny bit of this on it and buff it out using your color matching microfiber. So if you scratch it a little bit, put a tiny bit of this on it and buff against it. Go perpendicular to it, don't go with it. You don't want to, it's like if you're doing drywall mode, you know, you want to go, I mean, I guess you do kind of go with it. You just don't want to remove it as you're putting it in there. So it's good to go back and forth across it so that you're filling that scratch, haze it, buff it out, and it should be gone. If it's not, wait a little bit, let that solidify, and then revisit it and do another layer. If you're buffing enough that you're getting a little bit of heat, that's good. So that's the build. If it's going to you, congrats. I think I'm going to put this up, just reference it's for sale initially. These will be a little bit more than normal. I've got more in these than I normally do. With I did custom straps to kind of match, and then custom dial inserts or bezel inserts to match the dial. So a little bit more, but each so far is going to be a different style dial. Not all are going to be on a golf strap. But a lot of them will have some of the golf colors. It will just depend on the dial. I did a bunch of, I've got some red Porsche stuff in there. I've got like a lime green Porsche in there too. So lots of cool things to come. So if you are into this style, good news. We'll have some cool stuff coming. So once again, if it's going to you, congrats. I hope you like it. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique for your channel, I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, so I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.